Just before we start the video, I just wanted to add that none of the images I used in this video are mine. A good majority of them are from Treyarch's update post, and the comparison pictures I took from Reddit, and they were made by Salamantic. Enjoy the video. So Treyarch the other day announced that they actually had made changes to the look of Liberty Falls, and in a recent update released by Treyarch a few days later, we can actually see what the changes look like. They state, since the debut of early gameplay footage at Call of Duty Next back in August, the Zombies team at Treyarch has continued to iterate on the look, feel and sound of Liberty Falls to crank up the map's creepiness factor. Heading into launch, players can expect a moodier visual tone to the map along with gorier set dressings and new environmental audio to more intensely reflect the chaos of a very recent dimensional breach. I love how they had to put emphasis on the word very because, as you know, Liberty Falls occurs literally right after a Dark Aether dimensional breach, which explains why the map doesn't look as destroyed as, say, a map like Transit would. I assume when they say gorier set dressings, it means like the zombies might have a bit more of a mutilated or destroyed look, or maybe they'll have a look that's kind of similar to the zombies in World War II. Environmental audio is a very interesting one. That's something I haven't really noticed in zombies since Black Ops 2. It's nice to see like more ambient sounds are being added. I think it might go a little unnoticed because of like party chat and whatnot, but who knows. Now Treyarch did in fact add some photos here to show what some of these changes actually look like. I'm going to show these photos, some of them at least, side by side comparing how it looked before and after the change. And shout out to Salamantic on Reddit, as these photos were uploaded to Reddit by him. This first picture here is of the church area, and you can really notice a difference. The skybox is darker and grayer and have some sort of ether cloud storm thing on the right hand side, and the entrance to the church is more visible, but that could be due to the darker setting. And there's this image here of the player just outside the church with the jet gun, and you can see the changes made here. Again, you can definitely see a change in the mood of the map as it looks more depressing and grim, for lack of a better term. And you can see a zombie wearing what looks like Converse shoes. I used to have these exact shoes 7 years ago, fun fact. And there's this image of inside the church, which looks a lot darker than before. And this is probably my favorite area of the map just by look. The second pic here, which is the motel, has pretty similar differences, you know, darker lighting, more of a grey skybox and all that. I'll be honest, there isn't too many changes with this particular area, and the other screenshots they showed with this, like, motel area has also very slight changes, but they're definitely noticeable nonetheless. The bowling alley, again, just more lighting changes. I think the inside the bowling alley looks quite nice, I have to admit. Again, just more lighting changes here. But I don't think they're too different to what we saw in COD Next. Please, someone let me know if I am wrong. Here's the Alamo area, however you say it. Has, again, just lighting changes, except there are some differences. I couldn't see the Wonder Fizz machine up here. They did say that it is available after round 25. And it looks like they added a crafting bench here, which it's probably main quest related. Who knows, we'll find out in a couple days though. You have the savings and loan area, which aside from the lighting and atmospheric changes, I don't see too much of a difference. I will say, just because there are small changes doesn't mean it looks bad or soulless at all. We'll get a proper look and feel for the map in a couple days time. The outside the comic store is fairly interesting. You have another one of those Dark Aether storm cloud things right next to the bus. There's a massive shadow over here from the building, and again, more lighting and atmosphere changes. I don't know how many times I've said those two words in this video, but yeah. The pic of the petrol station here, or what us Australians call the servo, kind of gives you a look of a good majority of the map, which is really nice. The darker sky definitely gives the map a better look and feel, and like they said, there are atmospheric changes that are locked behind Liberty Falls' main quest. There's also this servo image here, and yeah, it looks pretty good. This image actually looks quite good. It's obviously taken from the boss round. The fire looks really cool here and does add a bit, although it looks like it's just come from a recent car explosion, as you can see in the image. And it looks like there are also atmospheric changes during the boss round, like a little more cloudy, coloured look, which is really nice. The zombies actually look quite creepy here too. I wasn't originally going to include this part into the video, but technically because it is a visual change, here it is, and it is the changes to the HUD. This wasn't something that I was really bothered about because you can change it in settings. The HUD looks really clean though, I will have to say. The perks are really close together, which is really nice, although I'm not the biggest fan of them being in the middle, like at the bottom area, but again, I can change that. And the character image is really nice to have. The mini map and the enemy health bars are disabled too automatically. I will be turning on the health bars though because I like them on, mainly for boss zombies and to see how close they are to dying and whatnot. And this might be shocking, but I personally don't actually mind the damage numbers. I really do like seeing how much damage I do to bosses, especially like the Panzer and the Megatons in Cold War. And that's it for the video. To sum it all up, the map was made darker, the sky was made more grey, and there are some ether lightning storms around the parts of the map. There are more elements which are locked behind the main quest, which is nice. I personally would have liked to see some rain added, but that's a personal preference of mine and it's more of a nitpick than anything. I'm really happy to see that Treyarch took on the community feedback and hate, and made changes to Liberty Falls accordingly. I'm really excited to see what Black Ops 6 brings us. Terminus looks very promising, and Liberty Falls also looks really good too. Some of the additions like the augment system looks really good as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will add this bit at the end as well. Like and sub if you really want to. I don't mind if you don't. Yeah, see ya.